Hello everyone and welcome to this EPL ESOC Premier League Week 1, and today we're gonna see Kaiserklein playing for the CMC Courier Management Company versus Lucas L99 playing for the Mandarin Duck Squad. So this is gonna be all in 5, which means that 5 games will be played no matter what. Even if a player wins 3-0, it's not best of 5, so we're going to play 5 games. And so for game 1, we've got Kaiserklein in the color blue playing as Russia versus Lucas playing as Aztec in the color green. The first map is going to be Alaska, so we'll see what players got in mind. I'm going to quickly check the map as soon as we can. Let's see, Lucas got a starting hunt and a second one. And Kaiserklein got pretty much the same. His third hunt is a bit closer, but not the biggest deal. This is herdable too. So what we've got a wood start. That's interesting. I'm just gonna check that all the settings are on point. Closing the overlay so it doesn't cause any lag, and feel free to tell me in the chat if the sound is okay. By the way, didn't introduce myself. My name is Lecastete. It's gonna be your main caster for today. I should be doing this series alone, but might be joined by someone later on, who knows. But anyway, Lucas is going for a native with treasure, which is obviously quite a good buff, and he's going market too. So let's see what he does with this wood. Kaiserklein not going for a market, gathering the wood anyway. He's going coin, interestingly enough, and what he's got here, 90 coins. So yeah, definitely gonna go for a market and probably going to trade some coin to get hunting dogs. Let's switch on chip and cents and let's check Lucas' deck. See if anything's fancy. Yes, we've got some water cards with schooners, water dance, and a bunch of unit achievements, as you always have with Aztec. So what's remaining on the map? Actually, we've got this 110 wood, which is quite insane, obviously. We also got this CDB treasure, and yeah, Aztec could convert one of these powerful renegados. We've got also native wood here, but obviously this one being just much better. Got the same guardians, but you got 30 more wood. Although this one is less exposed for sure. So let me double check the chat, see if everything is okay. Seems like yeah, it's good. Alright. So Kaiserklein is working on this wood treasure. Meanwhile, Lucas is going for the Nutka. Okay. He's gonna have a nice pet army, if I can say so, plus this powerful net. But in the meantime, Kaiserklein is going for this wood treasure. So with the wood he traded from the coin earlier, and he's already got quite a few woods banked. Let's check his deck very quickly. He's got some water cards too. Probably more to deny water than more going water himself. I've got 150 XP over here, which is also quite good, obviously. But we'll see what players decide to do. Obviously, having a Nutka is quite good to deny any forward base possible. So Kaiserklein going for some TC fire on the bear. Sorry about that. We still have this nice wood treasure in the middle, but doesn't seem like any player want to take the risk just yet. So Lucas staging fast, already got a shipment stacked. He's going for a forward veil. So we'll see. He's got enough unit shipments to be able to put some H2 pressure if he wants to. And yeah, he's going for a forward Warheart actually. And Kaiserklein would like to siege that, but this hero and Nuka presence. Just gonna deny that. And we've got a donation. Quite sorry I couldn't see that in time. Gonna make sure that we can see that the next. Oh, never mind. It's Mia Styler going for a subscription. Thank you very much. At the end of this game, we'll take a 1-minute break so I can fix the donation setup. Make sure that everything is appearing on screen. Yeah, trying to fix that really quick, but doesn't seem to work. But anyway, back to the game. Yeah, Aztec is gonna go for this nice XP treasure, and will help him to get his next shipment. Going for wood first. It's pretty standard build so far. Putting all wheels on foods. Maybe he's got some coyotes in queue. Let's double check that. Yes, he's got 5 coyotes in queue, and Kaiserklein is making strategies right now. Going for a stable in base also. So we'll see what Lucas does with these coyotes. Obviously 5 coyotes won't be enough. We got another subscription from Silver Shield, and apparently the Hallet box is fixed, which is good. Thank you very much, mate. So we got a really compact base from Kaiserklein, and we've got another donation from Comet K. How do we know this caster isn't biased? I call him Spooning Kaiser at the land. Thank you very much, Comet K. These are secrets that shouldn't be revealed. But anyway, this Explorer getting caught. At least he's gonna crackshot one there and be sure that Lucas' unit composition being mostly coyotes and 10 maces. Don't think he spotted the 10 maces though, which is quite a smart trick from Lucas. So far, Lucas making more coyotes, and Kaiserklein's got 1 Cossack in queue. So I believe he's gonna ship coin now, since he doesn't have any VLs on coin. And yeah, with this coin being able to spam a few Cossacks, this VL is quite exposed, unfortunately. Yeah, there we go, the coin crate, and that's solid timing from a stack. 630 with 15 coyotes and 10 mace ultims. Kaiser is going to lose 1 VL over here. Managed to escape this one though and hide the Strelets, which is also quite important, obviously. Getting a batch of 3 Cossacks, not the greatest. Trying desperately to gather this this wood. Just gonna poke with a few Cossacks, trying to get as many free kills as he can. Perhaps gonna go for Minutemen here. Nope, queuing another Cossack. Really trying hard to gather this coin, but not being able to. This, yeah, this blockhouse is gonna go down. So Kaiser is gonna try to rebuild another one over here, but it's quite an exposed location, and yeah, pretty much relying on the fact that Lucas won't see that. Oh, he's gonna kill the hero, which is quite big, obviously. And more Cossacks joining the battle, so we'll see how it goes. Can 8 Cossacks be just enough? Maybe if he's got military shipment on the way? Nope, and Lucas shipping pikes, so it should be fine for the time being. This blockhouse being built relatively slowly, since only one wheel on that. But yeah, pretty aggressive opening from Aztec, and pretty successful so far, managing to get one. He's gonna kill another wheel maybe. Yeah, 2 wheels plus previous one. So Kaiserklein is gonna go in. Needs to snipe the pike. That's what he's doing. We'll see how it goes. Can he call Minutemen here? Those 2 pikes are gonna do some serious job for Lucas. And yeah, Minutemen coming in, but it's a bit late, and yeah, it looks like Lucas is gonna take this game 1. Yeah, GG coming out. So that's 1-0 for the Mandarin Duck squad. Yeah, so let's have a look quickly on the graph. In terms of resources, Aztec be slightly ahead because Russia wasn't being able to gather for most of his H2, unfortunately. In terms of military, well, we have a really strong timing from Aztec at 610 with 39 units. And yeah, seems difficult to catch up when you have idle views and losing a blockhouse also. In terms of views, yeah, Aztec being slightly ahead. Russia was stopped to make views for a while and lost a few. So yeah, this was quite a quick game, and yeah, that's 1-0 for Lucas. So we're gonna go into game 2. The map should be Mendocino. Just gonna double check that to be sure. Yes, Mendocino. I need to pick a Eurosieve, because otherwise, if they don't, then they might see the TPs. I'm gonna mute myself for 30 seconds and be sure that all the animations are on point, so I'll be right back. And we are back. So yeah, this is gonna be game number 2 on Mendocino. So players discussing a bit about the matchup and yeah, so Lucas is gonna pick first and going for China being locked, and we've got another donation by Head Killer. First, then $5 plus donation. I'll give $5 each. Damn, that's a nice announcement. So for every donation over $5, then Head Killer is gonna donate $5 himself, up to 10 donations. Thank you very much. So Kaiser is taking his time to counterpick Lucas China on this map. We'll see, we might see some Germany, obviously being quite decent on Mendocino. We've got several TPs, 2 gold mine in base, and yeah, pretty nice resources base. But he's gonna go for Iroquois indeed. Okay, that's interesting. Players are ready, so we're moving into game number 2 of this all-in-5 for the ESOC Premier League. So same thing, we are going to double check the map first. Make sure we've got the safest spawn for all players. And yeah, we also got a food start. Alright, so Iro getting first hunt and a second one, plus a third quite far away. And China got the same start, the second hunt, and the third a bit closer, but not the biggest deal. It's pretty much the same, but instead of being here, it's okay. Not worth a rehost in my opinion. So Iro is gonna scout with the Travois and going on and off with his Explorer. Let's see what he can get. 90 coin, over here a Tomahawk, over here, and 90 food, which is quite good obviously. Meanwhile, China is going for a standard TP. Heroes can also see this 60 food treasure on the same time with this 80 food, which is obviously quite good. And we've got another $5 from Head Killer saying Riot Coke is better than Diet Coke, and I quite agree on that. But yeah, so TP for China, scouting a bit with this Disciple, but gonna get a crack shot now. Nice cover mode trick. And Kaiser is gonna get this 90 coin treasure. And let's see, he's popped 10 out of 10, so he's still got at least 30 seconds to be able to drop his house wherever he wants. Let's see what Lucas is going to do. Probably gonna go for this Tomahawk, but could also decide to go for something else. No, it's gonna be the Tomahawk. Maybe to deny any forward aggression. Obviously, Travois being quite weak versus all kind of damage, especially explorers and native treasures. And Kaiser is gonna go for this 60 food. Maybe gonna try to age up a Veil faster. If Lucas can find this other Tomahawk treasure, then Iro Travois can be in a lot of trouble over here. But let's have a look. Someone scouted it, but I believe it was Kaiserklein and not Lucas. Another food treasure for Iro, which is obviously quite good. Let's remove the Fog of War. And yeah, that's a nice 14 Veil age up for Hero. So let's see what he decides to do. There's also this 30 coin that he's gonna save just in case. You get also this 50 coin. There's still this 90 food treasure over here, and same for this one, which are quite the last remaining decent treasure. Obviously this one being very good, but really hard to take. But we'll see if a player decides to be aggressive. That could be an option later on. And yeah, Lucas finally scouting this Tomahawk treasure. Gonna go for it. And it seems like Kaiser is willing to take this TP. Oh, he's fast aging, it seems so. Never mind. It might just be a really quick age up. Let's double check that. No, it's aging with the Wise Woman, so it's gonna be a really fast age up, but without the fast age option. And we've got a forward veil too. Maybe just for herding. It's a bit sad because this hunt's moved slightly towards Lucas' base, while the other did the opposite for Iro, but it's part of RNG, so. Kaiser's gonna go for forward markets, getting some line of sight over here. And the Tomahawk army from Lucas is getting ready to catch the Travois, actually. And yeah, this Travois is in a lot of trouble. Yeah, it's gonna have to do that in base. Not in base, but slightly closer that he would like to. Well, he's gonna kill one of the Tomahawk, which is obviously quite good, but I believe he would have liked to drop his Warhawk over here. So let's see. Going for 600 wood first, and probably going for TP line ASAP. So let's remove that, and we've got 5 Tomahawks. This completed. Yeah, this was the big button from Iro. Let's put all units plus a batch of 5. Let's see what he's gonna do with that. It's probably gonna go straight for the TP of China, going 2 TPs himself. And China gathering a lot of coin, making a lot of disciples, probably expecting some kind of rush or wants to be aggressive himself. So yeah, these tomahawks are gonna go for the TP, but China should be able to defend that. And Kaiser is gonna go for the last TP actually. Let's see what he decides to follow up this with 5 wheels, okay, which is a bit greedy. Maybe 4 Kenya would have been full over here. So he's gonna lose at least 2 tomahawks. These chokanus are so good versus infantry. Making a few hyenas too. And sending 9 pikes following that. So he might go for a quick timing on the forward base of Firo, or might just try to deny these TPs. He's got quite a few resources banked, so I believe he's going to try to hedge meanwhile. And more hyenas joining the battle. We'll see how that goes. Arrow will be able to probably crack shots. Crack shot on the Shokunus or on the disciples, yeah. 7 steppy riders for China. So he's going full unit shipment and gathering for the age up meanwhile. Which is quite interesting, some IFF. And more hyenas. Okay, and 4 Kanya also for Kaiser. If you can snipe the pikes, you should be fine. Chinese units being quite a bit weak. But this army from Summer Palace might just be enough to get rid of this pressure. So no stagecoach for Iroh so far. Very sure he's waiting for more units. There we go. Can I get some free kills over here? Could also kill the hero, I guess. It's quite low HP, 9 HP. I managed to get away. So China is almost ready to age, slightly miss macro. And he didn't hurt this food, which could be a problem later on. If Arrow decides to spend more resources in colonial. Also lost his hero, which is also quite a big deal. So what wonder is that? It's the porcelain tower, so going for the eco option. And Arrow is adding stable meanwhile, still sitting on 2 TPs. So it looks like Kaiser is going to stay H2 for the time being. Going to mass a couple units and maybe push China as soon as they reach H3. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, Arrow being slightly ahead in eco. Not much going on so far. Just yeah, both players massing. 7 hyenas coming on the field, so this is going to be go time for Kaiser. And yeah, it's also going to revive his hero, which is obviously important. But quite a few cav and a lot of range infantry, so just going to be go time for him. Pretty sure he's going to try to right click and do as much damage as he can as soon as he sees China being up. Lucas is floating quite a few resources, so might just spam a lot of units as soon as possible. This village is going to go down, and yeah, this might be a problem for China. It's gonna chop some wood immediately, but he is popped right now, which means that he already got a shipment on the way. He had one ready when he aged up. And the Kaiser is sieging the TP with the Kanye. Okay. Oh, might get himself some free kills over here. A batch of Chinese cav come in, but I doubt this is going to be enough. Oh, 5 meteor armors joining the battle, then this is definitely going to be enough. We'll see. We'll see how both players can micro that. Kaiserklein is gonna H behind that, which is quite scary timing for him right now. Trying to snipe the pikes, I guess. Really hard to focus in this mess of units. However, Tomahawk's been quite good in melee, but yeah, not enough, and this is going to be a cleanup for China, probably. Okay, he's going to trade the INS for as many cav as he can, I guess. And he saved his hero, which is also obviously something you want to do. So he's floating a lot of coin. He might go for the Kira shares as soon as he reach his fortress. Yep, his coin bank just dropped. So he's gonna go for War Heart on the top. And yeah, in response to that, Lucas is going for Changdao's right now, which is quite a nice counter to the Quirs. But yeah, we'll see. Kaiser's probably gonna make a few forest sprawlers. Let's double check that. We've got forest sprawlers and goons in queue. But being super behind in militarily and also in eco, so I believe China will be able to mass like crazy. As we all know, like China death ball in each tree is quite impressive. But we'll see. Aero units being probably the strongest units in the game, kind of like best skirms, really strong goons with a lot of range resist, so we'll see how that goes. This is also reflected on the score. You can see Kaiserklein being quite behind, jumping 15 scores because of the queers, but China is going to try to make a village here, securing his next hunt. And look at this mass from China. He had 5 cav and 8 shokuns left literally 1.5 minutes ago, and now he's got 66 units. So Kaiser got another shipment on the way. He's gonna send the Queers for a raid. But these wheels are quite protected. Does he have stagecoach? Yes, he does. So he's giving China 2 TPs also. Going for 6 Kanyes. Is he upgrading them? Yes, he does. So let's see how that goes. Pretty sure you can see the cav waiting. So just gonna siege with the goons to be able to get as many free hits as he can early on. There's 1 meteor hammer raid. Goons being snared, which is not the great news, but pull tricking the goons as much as he can to get as many free kills before the main army can engage. Wow, that's a lot of Chinese units. But our scrums are being just so much better. So here we go. So it's gonna lose maybe 2 goons over here. Losing only 1. Excellent positioning for Kaiser. Gonna pull back the cav over here. And now he's gonna try to hit and run for his life, I guess. Just a lot of... oh, and Lucas is going for the scum card, giving you a ×2 versus goons. and heavy infantry. And yeah, resigning, and this is 2-0 for Lucas. So 2-0 for the Mandarin Duck squad. Not a great news for the QRC management company. So if I have a look on the chat, China is very balanced, needs big nerf, blah 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 blah. Usual discussions about civs on the chats. But from what I could see, I'd say that Lucas was able to take good trades in H2. The only units he made is a free batch from the Summer Palace and 3 unit shipments, and going for gathering resources meanwhile, and managed to take an equal trade around this TP, and yeah, so aging meanwhile, Kaiser was trying to make damage as soon as he has seen China going to H3, killing a village, but that's it, being caught, losing units and aging behind, and yeah, solid play overall from Lucas in my opinion. Arrow being slightly ahead in resources, but quite behind in army, and yeah. So let's move on the next game. So we will see, next map is Arizona, and let's double check some stuff. Kaiser is going for Germany, being obviously his best save. And Lucas is counterpicking that immediately with Sue, so he might have a game plan. I might have Migo joining me to cast, but I don't have an answer just yet, so the show must go on, so we're gonna move into game number 3. My bad. Kaiser opening a slot. There he goes. There comes the India bots, who played versus Soldier on Monday, I believe, and lost 3-2. So let's give a call to Migo. Hey, Migo.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Just need to reduce your sound. It should be good now.
Okay, perfect.
So have you been watching the series so far?
No, I actually haven't. I just opened the score and saw it was already 2-0 for Lucas.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Yeah.
So it's quite bad for our team,
yeah,
not gonna lie.
Quite bad for us. I mean, I feel like I also played bad versus Soldier, and now Kaiser also already down 2-0.
Yeah, but it's not over just yet. Kaiser can still reverse that, but so we're gonna have Germany played by Kaiserklein on the bottom of the map versus Sue played by Lucas on top of the map. We've got a coin start. So what do you think of this matchup overall?
I really like it for Germany, I have to say.
Okay.
And Kaiser also being a very good Germany player, I'm pretty sure he's going to at least win this game.
Let's hope so. So I was
Do you
just
have
checking the hunts, and both players got a starting, a second, and the third hunt herdable, so it looks fine for me.
do you have a lot of experience in this matchup?
I played it quite a bit. I'd say it's a bit hard for Germany in H2, so you want to reach Fortress ASAP, but obviously not being idle. So
Yeah,
you usually do
I
some
think
kind of bull pike, but trying to make as few units as possible and defend with 3 Ulons and trying to scout
yeah,
with them.
exactly. The problem are the bow riders, and because you can't make musk like other civs, so you kind of like if you shipped 4x riders and you only made bow like crossbows, then you're kind of in a bad position. So, and if you make too many pikes and he goes bow riders, that's obviously not good as well.
Indeed. And Luca is finding himself the 30% HP increase on his Explorer, which is
Oh,
obviously
that's
quite
so
good.
good. Oh, can you don't speak German, right?
I don't, unfortunately.
Not at all.
So what
Okay,
does his
because
name mean?
yeah, because his explorer's name, do you see it?
Yeah. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it because German community is going to hate me.
Yeah, it's alright. And I'm not going to bother translating it.
Alright, fair enough. So, Germany is going for a market, so you're not using this coin at all.
Yeah, that's is a good start for Germany, I guess.
What did he get? Get 20 coins, 75 food, and 40 food, which is already a decent H1 versus you.
Yeah,
So we still get this 60 wood over here and 50 wood over here.
yeah, and Sue is probably going to get both of those.
But Germany can go for this one meanwhile. Which is
Yeah.
not too bad. Maybe we'll be able to H1 Ville faster.
Do you think Sue will try to take the trading post line early H2?
That's possible. He has to be careful not being cheesed, if I can say so, by some kind of bullpike colonial
Yeah.
fast push, which could be annoying if you go forward as you.
That's true. Also, Sue, actually interesting because I think usually Sue players have like at least 16 Wakina and I don't know, like maybe 4 dogs or something H4. But he instead has like the H2 upgrade for his Explorer and 9 Bisons.
Right. So I need to turn your sound up a bit. Let me double check that.
Yeah. Discord is always also, I don't know, I feel like no matter how well I adjust the settings, I always get cut off a bit.
I see.
Also,
I should have raised your sound a little bit, so let's wait 2 minutes and we'll have feedbacks about that.
yeah. So he getting this one, which is obviously quite good in case Sue wants to go for a stagecoach or something.
Yep, that's true. And Lucas is going for the opposite one. So yeah, what do you think these players will do? Obviously with Sue, it's quite hard to say because recently in the meta we have seen some players going for really greedy builds with Sue going full TPs in base and aging with Bisons, so you can stay in your base for a while. The thing is, on this map you only have 2k coin, which is not.
Oh yeah, that's also like around the time you aged. I think at least after you send your first H3 shipment is around the time when coin runs out as Germany. So we'll have to see if maybe Lucas prepared a sort of timing push around that time, because Germany can really struggle at that point.
Yeah, but he's gonna go for a stable in base no matter what. So and a market. So yeah. Probably gonna make some units in colonial then. Germany is going for a Rax in base.
What units does he have? yeah, he's starting pikes. I guess that's the safest option.
Yeah. And Lucas is making 2 markets. Is that a mistake or?
No, it's obviously good because then you can get placer mines and hunting dogs same time.
Oh, pro trick over here. My bad.
Yeah.
let's double check that. He's researching hunting dogs, but he's not going for placer mine just yet.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
It looks
also,
like a mistake to me, to be honest, but
yeah, of course it is. I mean, also placer mines, I feel like if you want to get out a full badge as Sue, maybe that's just because I'm too bad with them. You have to kind of delay it till, I don't know, shortly before aging.
Mm-hmm. So what does he have in queue? He's got Axe Riders.
Do you ever play Sue?
I do sometimes, but I'm quite bad with them too.
Yeah, same with me.
We need to ask Yumiu for secret builds as you.
Oh wait a second. I'll have to tell my brother goodbye.
Yeah, sure. No worries.
I'll be right back.
So Germany is following that with 700 wood, making more pikes and yeah, more pikes overall. Gonna siege this TP. Sue's gonna try to raid meanwhile, but those pikes should be able to turn back and try to defend this base if Kaiser pays attention. Doesn't seem like it just yet. So yeah, he might get idled a bit. And then behind that, he's switching all his settler wagons to coin actually. So he's gonna send the Ulons back. Yeah, 4 Ulons just being able to catch this this cav. Yeah, he's also got 4 bows. So let's see what he tries to do with this small army. Lucas is making a few axe riders, bull riders meanwhile. Kaiser forgetting about these crossbows over here, but he's got quite a few wood bank. Just gonna make a house and yeah, maybe looking to hedge behind that.
Okay, I'm back.
Right, well, you didn't miss much. Sue made a batch of riders, and yeah, Kaiser is back in his base now.
Yeah, so he did get the trading post.
Yeah. And
Kaiser actually 700 wood. He's making quite a few colonial units, it seems.
Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, he's got quite a nice mass, and he just sent coin, so he's gonna hedge behind that, and it's looking quite good for him so far. But we'll see what Lucas decides to do.
Yeah, I guess Lucas will follow him up as well.
Yeah, perhaps gonna try to siege this trading post.
Yeah.
It's really hard when you...
Seems,
yeah.
This just seems like a very safe way to play this matchup as Germany.
Yeah, that's true. On the other hand, it's quite hard to chase those cav when you have mostly bow pike in colonial.
Yeah, also the problem H3 is going to be that Sue's going to have all these units which are actually useful, while Kaiser's left over with like 20 kind of useless units, so...
Yeah, that's true. It's gonna lose 2 vills over here.
Yeah, exactly. They're basically even on vills right now. And Sue aging up right now as well, but judging by how slow the bar is going up, I'd say he's going up with the bisons.
Yeah, it's going up with the wise woman. So yeah, 2 vills down for Germany, but not the biggest deal. He still got his TP up, which is obviously so nice as Germany. You always want to get as much XP as possible.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think he'll ship first, 8 Skirm?
It's hard to tell. Although he might be in trouble over here. Nah, never mind. Sue is going back. He's probably gonna lose one more rider. Yeah.
Also, Kaiser never got the Will upgrade, which is I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't have lost those Wills if he had gotten that upgrade.
That's true. He's gonna go for war wagons. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Kaiser preparing for a timing push, while Su is just going in and out of that base. Oh yeah, he's probably going to get the snare with the Ulans and the pikes. Oh god.
Oh, this is basically GG, yeah.
But in the meanwhile, also losing quite a few Wills up here.
Yeah, but I would trade 2 Wills any day for this Yuhami, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Especially since Lucas is also aging slow. He's going to have less TCs produced.
Yeah.
So even though Kaiser lost like already 4 or 5 Wills in total, he's actually still ahead. He's ahead by 2 Wills.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, this is going to be so hard to stop. Like Kaiser probably waiting for one more shipment. I would guess 8 skirms just to have like a full good composition. And I don't really see Su holding this with anything.
Yeah, that's true. He's gonna also lose 2 Wills here.
Yeah. What I don't get is why do TPs not give HP boost to villagers?
That would be quite good, so you could use them even more efficiently to fight on your base, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're already really strong TPs, of course.
He got tricked by double markets.
Oh yeah. So it wasn't a mistake after all?
Apparently not.
Oh, look how much HP the Su hero got now.
Wow, that's nice tank potential.
It's like a Mameluke.
However, war wagons with the bonus should be able to snipe him quite fast. Look at that, they would 3-hit him.
Yeah, true. Oh, 5x dropping on the skirms.
Yeah, Kaiser not reacting, just
feels like Kaiser isn't really on top of his game. Like, I feel like usually he shouldn't split his army like that, and also not getting Will HP.
That's true. On the same time, this is GG basically.
That's GG. Well, Kaiser still played this really well overall, and like as I said, I felt like this was the safest way to probably play this matchup.
Yeah, I agree too. I'm gonna have to restart my game, so I'll just be right back in a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so we are back. Scores currently 2-1 for Lucas and the Mandarin Dog squad. Next map will be Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
I think Kaiser's really experienced on this map.
Yeah, that's true, and we've got to see resets.
What Civs did he play so far? I've heard Russia first game.
He played Russia and then... Oh my god, I don't remember.
Oh,
Euro,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And now Germany.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to see what Lucas counterpicks with. Probably on this map, either go German mirror, but that's not a good idea versus Kaiser. So maybe like Brits. I feel like Brits is always a good pick versus Germany, but I don't know if Lucas actually plays Brits.
Good question. I know that Lucas is not a fan of Euro Civ usually.
Yeah. Yeah, he plays Euro. No, wait, does he play Euro?
I only play Aztec, Sioux,
Yeah,
China.
Aztec too, exactly. China and Japan as well.
And probably Euro, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know, like not playing Euro civs, I feel like that puts you at a great disadvantage.
Yeah, well, obviously Lucas is quite good with his Asian anti-AD civs, so...
Yeah. Picking Japan, actually.
That's interesting.
Not the most typical counter to Germany.
Yeah, is Kaiser going Germany though?
Oh wait, who had to lock?
I think Lucas had to lock, because Kaiser locked Germany last game, sorry.
Ah, okay. Well, I mean, Kaiser, since Civ Reset, can play Germany, and knowing him, I wouldn't, like, it's quite possible that he'll play this. Else I could see him play maybe like Euro or Russia against this. The problem is with Russia, while Russia is still like a good civ versus Japan overall, for them to be like a really effective counter, I feel like you need a stagecoach map, and on this map you can't really stagecoach, like because you will only get 2 TPs. So Euro or Germany is probably the better choice.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so apparently the sound is fixed. I just raised yours and lowered mine.
Yeah. Sec bath. That reminds me of Kick-Ass.
That's true. Recently we had Sir Musket's Sec Tinder match also.
What? What did you have?
Recently I've seen a Sir Musket stream with like when he posed and said Sec Tinder match.
Oh, okay.
But not worth the Sec bath of Luctum, of course.
Yeah. Did you see Musket's latest video?
Yeah, but we shouldn't talk about that on ESOC stream, I believe. So
we're under ESOC law right now.
Exactly. So yeah, it's gonna be game number 4. Just waiting for Lucas to be done with whatever he's doing right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, Aro versus Japan. So we have seen the same matchup between Turk and Sampu. That was yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, where Turk eventually won that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, somebody said, I think Kaiser said that in chat, that hyenas, like if the Japan player can control his Yumi well, Ayena just lose versus them.
Yeah, they are quite low range, and
they
their
have
animation
really bad
is...
animation. Exactly. And we'll have to see what Kaiser has in store. I mean, I've seen him play this matchup a fair amount of times. I think he's comfortable with it. But I also know that oftentimes he tends to kind of try to take engagements when there's kind of guaranteed to be bad pathing, but he still tries it, and then afterwards he gets really mad that the pathing fucked up the actual fight. So
yeah,
that's something that could happen this game, depending on how Lucas is going to lay out his base.
That's something that can always happen with Japan, unfortunately.
Yeah. Like when they wall, although the good thing on this map is it's sort of like Great Plains, because you have the TP line right next to the town center. You can't have like this complete wall.
Yeah, true. But you can still create a box where you have, as you said, terrible pathing for Cav, so...
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we'll see. I don't think either players are super comfortable of going in water, but we could be surprised, you know.
Wait, what did you say?
That none of these players usually goes for water builds, but we could be surprised.
Yeah. Do you think is Lucas a water player?
I don't think so. I know that he tried a lot to do how to say that, to try China water.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know. I don't play Lucas that much, to be honest.
Yeah. I there was a time where I played him. Like it was mostly India versus China, like our two mains clashing against each other. But that's quite a, like, I don't know, like last year or something that was. I haven't played him much since then either, so I'm not really too familiar with his playstyle. And he also doesn't stream, so you don't really know, like with other players, what they usually go for.
Yeah, that's true. I can say that I've seen Lucas playing a lot at the LAN in Manchester. And yeah, he was doing really good versus top players. So
yeah, I was surprised he was rated so high, because everybody or many people saw him as like tier 1 player, while in my mind he was more like, I don't know, more like tier 2. But I mean, he's performed versus Kaiser so far, so tends to be some truth in his in players' confidence in him.
Definitely. And so we see that on this map players start with markets, which means that with this coin start, Kaiser was able to start TP as arrow, which is obviously very good.
Yeah, that's just basically like RE hero.
Yep, except that he might age a bit slow.
Yeah, he will probably. Although, good thing is he grabbed himself 105 coin treasure, so I think he might have double bought wood. I'm not actually sure. I didn't really check it that closely.
Nah, he get coin mostly. Now getting 60 food, which will obviously help him. Does he have any
age up
sheep?
faster?
Yeah, he does. So he should be fine. Should be fine to have a very nice age up time.
On this map, you have these guys, which are just insane when you convert them.
Yeah, that's true.
Like imagine him converting all of these.
All the pirates.
Yeah, he could just like have one on each hunt, and then I feel like it'd be really hard for Japan to actually get a decent amount of shrines.
That's true. Forgot to update the score, sadly. Sorry chat, it's because I had to restart my game. So Kaiser is gonna go for this 100 XP treasure, and wow, this is gonna be such a nice boost for his age up. He's aging fast, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, he is. Oh, he's probably going. Do you think he'll for Kanya first?
Good question. Depends on what Lucas is doing, but Kaiser doesn't really have the option to scout right now, so see what he decides to do. I think he should for Kenya.
Yeah, it's probably the right call.
Look at his shipment progression. So he's not sending any shipment yet, which means... Oh, wow.
Lucas went double 3 fishing boats. I think I've seen Maito do this build in some of the New World Championship qualifier games.
Yeah.
I don't remember the follow-up for that. He is aging up with the Teshuga Shrine, if is that Teshuga? Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble though, because Kaiser was popped 25 and he waited to send his shipment, which means that there is full Kanye on the way for sure. Yeah. So Japan might be idle quite a bit. Although he's got the resources for Minutemen, so we'll see.
I mean, he's going to be idled a lot, but he's also still going to be able to gather quite a bit because of the water presence. So I'm not actually sure how much these Kanya are going to achieve. Yeah, and as you said, he had resources for Minutemen, and he's getting a decent pop right here.
Yeah, he's gonna lose 1 VL, but at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we see 4 INS following that. Yeah, kinda laggy. We could see the lag as soon as Lucas popped the sentry on the Kanye. She's unfortunate.
Yeah. 7 Hyena.
Yeah, it's quite aggressive build from Kaiser. I quite like it. Yeah. He's gonna kill another build.
Another build. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. The animation being really bad.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Going to get a build with the Kanya probably though.
Yeah.
And
5 Yumi.
5 Yumi. And what units does he have in queue? So he has. He's only going to get out 1 Yumi. So the Kanya are almost dead now, which is for sure good for Japan.
He's DC firing them, but still gonna take a while.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's having 14 bills idled all the time.
Yeah, that's true. You might have another unit shipment on the way, and going for an hidden consulate. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably smarter than going in base, just because he knows Kaiser is most likely going to keep up the pressure.
Look at that. This looks like re-Iroh herding players, to be honest. I'm gonna rush and put a lot of pressure, so I don't care about my herding anyway.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
He is getting another
TP. Yep.
Yeah. Also ship 5 bills, so he's trying to get in some damage done and idling Japan for now, but he is setting up for sort of later game right now.
How this remaining Kanye is gonna catch this Yumi.
Oh, and Japan reacted with another unit shipment.
Yeah, definitely needs that.
I think Lucas would have definitely done better with like a few wall segments right here.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Like between the Teshuga, the coin mine, and the racks. He does have his consulate up right now, and he is... Oh, he's training Shinobi, actually.
Okay, why not? He knows that for now, there shouldn't be any more cav coming in for Iroh, because he went really heavy on unit shipments.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
building now, yeah. And 600 wood, so he's actually probably going to get out a calf badge in a bit less than a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many low HP villagers in Japan's base.
Oh
It's
yeah,
going to
it's true.
be quite careful with those.
Look at this stealth shinobi trying to scout what's going on.
He's probably going to actually kill these because of the sloppy hunting.
Well, that's a long way to go first.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the speed in stealth? It looks like 3 speed or something. Quite slow, yeah. But yeah, so Kaiser making cab right now, I believe. Yeah, unique Q for Kanye.
Yeah, and he's probably going to push right now, or maybe with another. Yeah, no, he's going in right now. Next shipment, probably like tomahawks or something.
Maybe could be, or more crates, maybe to spam more later on. We'll see.
Yeah. And Japan doesn't have anti-cav Minutemen anymore, so he really needs to be careful with those Kenya. But I feel like
he's got Yumis, he's fine.
Yeah,
look at how fast they drop.
Yeah, that's actually true. I don't know. I feel like it was a mistake from Kaiser letting those Kenya attack the vills, because that way Lucas could actually fire with Yumi on them. But never mind, he's got a bigger badge, so probably didn't even matter.
This is gonna be really tough to hold.
Yeah, unless he has like 5 Ashy on the way right now. Yeah, this is going to be a slaughter.
Yeah.
Also losing vills while already being really far behind. Yeah, GG.
And there comes the GG.
Yeah, this was just overall really solid play by Kaiser.
Yeah. Inventing building turning not so good.
To be honest, I felt the same way playing versus Soldier with like at least the last India game.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of making up strats or making up the build while I was playing. I don't know, sometimes it feels like you have to do it just because you know, or you feel like going standard just won't cut it versus the player you're up against.
That's true.
But it usually doesn't end well.
Unless your name is Azamk, and then you can try it.
Then it just doesn't matter. You'll just win.
Yeah, I'd like to remind that Headkiller made a donation at the beginning of the series so far. Said he will be matching the first 10 on-stream donation that are $5 or more.
Oh, did anybody donate yet?
Yeah, we had quite a few donations at the beginning.
Yeah. Is it still below 10 donations?
I think so. I didn't count so far.
Because then I could do it myself, and then we'd still get more money.
You know what? That sounds like a great idea. I'm gonna donate myself. Stop.
Yeah, exactly. That. I mean, because we know who the money goes to at the end, right?
Exactly. $5. Message CMC hype.
But remember, you have to donate $5 or more.
Right. I can't donate in dollars though. I'll put euros.
What?
No, nothing. Hold on a second. Let's try to do that meanwhile. I'll be right back in a second, by the way. So let's just mute for now.
Yeah.
Okay, and we are back. So the series so far is 2-2. Quite some close series so far.
It is.
Both saying they just sucked, but that's arguable. And we got as last map we've got Bengal, and Kaiserklein is gonna go with Dutch.
Interesting. I guess Lucas will either China or
maybe Aztec this map.
Do you think Aztec is good for? I feel like Dutch just wins versus Aztec. I mean, China, even though they don't get a TP here, I still think they're kind of fine just because you have you do get 2 villagers instead of 1, 3 villagers instead of 2, and
and
also
we've got, sorry for cutting you, Migo, we've got a donation from How to Talk Please Help, donated $5, all aboard the $5 train. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was just going on about it's also kind of still okay-ish map because you have Leicester as China.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
I don't know why.
I think Dutch performs really well versus China on the TP.
Yeah, I mean, I still like the matchup for Dutch, but some people say it's good for China.
I just can't win it as Dutch for some reason, so.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Well, you need really good defense and you need a tight build and stuff, so it's not easy for sure.
That's indeed true. I'm just checking the map. Both players have a start and a second one, plus a third that you can herd, and the fourth being slightly further. Well, it should be fine overall. What do you think?
Wait, Hans, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're pretty much okay.
Yeah. One thing I'd like to mention is coin mines. Actually, probably going to be a pain for Dutch because he has to defend. In 80% of the time, of course, if Lucas decide not to rush, then it won't be a problem. But in this configuration, that might be an issue. But both.
It's a bit far. Oh yeah, true. He doesn't have the coin mine up here.
All right. Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's worth a rehost.
Yeah, it's probably worth a rehost. I mean, I'm quite shit at calling these, but especially since Kaiser's on my team, I'd like a rehouse, but like I don't know how to be unbiased about this, but I mean it is quite big to not have a back coin mine.
How bad it is? Well, like second mine.
Yeah, it is kind of second mine.
Well, technically, the 2 mines should be in the same range, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of are in the same range.
How to say that? Really close to the net post. You know, this really close mine to the net post. He's like the third. Well, they're gonna try to play that, but at least he knows. He knows.
I feel like Kaiser doesn't like these rehosts usually.
Yeah, that's true, but he's got a mine here and he didn't scout it. And
yeah,
he's supposed to have a mine here that he will never scout because there's none, so.
Yeah,
up to him.
One, it's so important. Or
yeah,
maybe
it could be important later on. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not going to end up being important, but there is a chance of it being important, and if he then has to like imagine Warhard right here,
Yeah.
He won't be able to gather here, but he might be able to gather up in the north. So, but we'll have to see. Kaiser decides to play it like this. I mean, we're not going to. I feel like we can't say which exact mine is missing.
Yeah, we can't give a location for sure. You can just tell him your second or third mine is missing, and well, if you have in mind that Hashtag is probably going to be aggressive, then his logic second mine will be more more protected than this one.
Yeah. Anyways, what about the actual game? So, yak count is looking quite similar till now. Oh, Kaiser actually got a 90 wood treasure.
And we've got a donation from Head Killer, donated $15. Thank you, Lecastete,
Nice.
India Bot, and How Total K. Please help. Sorry, I didn't donate just yet because for casting reason, I just don't have time. But we'll do later on for sure. Thank you very much.
Actually, it didn't work for me either. Like, it just told me something about card. Like, I have to choose another method.
Yeah, I have to use PayPal too for some reason because cards doesn't work. But yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I didn't get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have expected forward villager for now.
Yeah. And yeah, Kaiser is gonna age at 4 minutes, which is quite solid as touch, quite standard.
Yeah.
Getting himself a 50 coin treasure so he doesn't have to mine that much gold and get his filling here, which is also nice.
So we'll have to see if he starts Rax or stable.
What do you do in this matchup? I like to start Rax.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like stable.
I get 10 skirms when Aztec pushes with whatever he got, and I also like to drop a few walls segment.
Yeah, some walls are definitely nice. I don't know. I tend to start the same way I would versus Russia.
Okay.
Like
with
Cav. Yeah, and like focus if he goes Pumas, focus them with TC fire.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, Coyotes just lose to Cav, and Mace obviously do as well. And like Mace, the 10 Mace shipment is the scary thing. I mean, of course, if you have a walled base with skirms, you're going to trade fine versus them. But if you're not going to wall completely, he still might have a chance of like entering with Coyote. Mm-hmm. Then I feel skirms are going to be really fragile. And pikes, I don't know, you don't really want to make so many pikes, I think. So I just think Hus are better overall.
Yeah, okay. But well, Hashtag is gonna push with 10 maces and 5 pikes, and yeah, Kaiser got 5 skirms to defend, so with the range advantage, he should be fine.
Yeah, he should.
The wall is going to be nice too.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, there we see the 5 Coyote. Like, what is Kaiser going? Is he going to pop Minutemen? Like, Minutemen, I don't know, aren't so nice versus this.
Yeah, that's true. They won't accomplish much, but
yeah, he's going
Minutemen. He should be able to save his market.
Yeah, he is
firing the pikes, which is nice. But yeah, you won't have any Minutemen for later on, which is of course
exactly
annoying.
Like, I mean, Lucas cost quite a bit of idle time, lost 4
maces, 5 pikes and 1 coyote.
Exactly, but forced Minutemen, I don't know, killed 1 or 2 skirms probably. I'm not sure who this really favored.
I'd still say Kaiserklein because he shipped wood meanwhile, so he's adding another bank, which is obviously nice.
But I think you'd like, because Aztecs isn't like really all in. I mean, he went for the standard rush, which isn't like super all in.
Mm-hmm.
With like 700 wood opening. So I don't really, and like Dutch anyways, after Tank Wagon would normally ship 700 wood, unless opponent goes like really all in, which as I said, Aztecs didn't really. So I don't really think he's like that much ahead.
Yeah, true. Although he's got a really nice pocket and there is TC. But that's what I was saying, like his mine is super exposed, so if he had one over here, then it would be safe together for the time being, but
yeah, exactly. Really. Especially with like a small wall from like rags to up here. Yeah, Essex can just poke in and out with the Mace Sultans, just be really annoying.
It seems that Kaiser is trying to hate right now, dropping a stable, but banking a lot of resources.
Yeah. I mean, once you're up and you get Reuters, Aztecs, I mean, also like with vet skirms, it's just really hard for Aztecs to kill your composition.
This Veil is dead. Maybe not actually, never mind.
Yeah, actually not.
Oh, can the Coyotes go through? Yeah, they can now, that's unfortunate. He's got Pikes and Minutemen, but that won't be enough for sure.
Yeah, this is going to be a really bad fight. And is he going to lose a lot of bills? No, he's actually not.
Lost one. Well, he's gonna lose his entire army, and he's still missing 20 food to age, which is super annoying.
That's unfortunate. He should kill one of these yaks. Yeah, and he's doing it now. But he'll be up. He should focus the Coyotes. Or maybe the hero first. The hero actually also, he got the tech for triple XP.
He's got it. If he can eat 3 or 4 yaks, then he can get a batch of 5 house maybe also.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. Like 4 house with TC fire and maybe a few vills punching would completely crush this army. He does have a shipment ready now, which is good for Kaiser.
Oh, look at this mount wall. I didn't see that actually, but now Aztec has to siege to get away.
Oh, that's... yeah.
He will siege that in time. Imagine if you could get 9 Reuters here and just clean up this entire mass of Coyote. That'd be nice, but...
I mean, he still has a few maces and...
yeah, he's TC firing the maces now, so he's gonna pop Reuters for sure.
Yeah.
Going to siege the Rex, okay.
He also has Skirm and Reuter in queue. Oh, now with the Pumas, the Rex is going to go down really fast. So he did get a full batch of Reuters, which is nice. But there's still too many mace, or no. Well, there's too many maces for now, but when he gets 9 Reuters, I think he can engage.
Yeah, definitely. He can chase out this army. So he's not popped. Lost a few VS, but now he's got the age up advantage, which is quite nice. So
yeah, that's really nice.
I think he's in a fine spot now.
I mean, the problem for him right now is he needs to rebuild his racks, and he doesn't really have that much food in his base left, so he needs to make something happen within
really soon,
yeah, or actually maybe he's still fine for some time, because if he can hurt this and just like have his army right here. Yeah, exactly. Like if he has his army right here, he can still gather up in the north and just mass and push out probably by the time his gold runs out. And Aztecs can't really age. Like, I mean, if they're going to take really long to age, and once they're aged, it's not like they have the most insane H3. So he kind of needs to stay H2 and just go like for the composition he's already going for right now.
Yeah.
Which isn't really so effective versus Skirm Goon.
So Kaiser went for 1k wood actually. Might drop okay, racks, a house, maybe another bank, yeah, as it does. which is quite greedy actually. Hastic is
Yeah,
gonna
this is
push
actually
again,
quite
and
greedy.
he's
He
got
has a lot
just
of
enough
units.
maces. Yeah.
This was maybe a mistake, but oof. Also, yeah. I mean, the good thing about building banks is, which you should never forget, is that they always give so much XP, which is especially good in H3, which is why oftentimes you can get away with it, even though you might think you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, this just
Mace is also good versus writers. So.
yeah.
But Kaiser deciding that he's got enough writers to trade like this, which is arguable, but we'll see.
I mean,
Lucas is floating a
what
lot.
does Lucas have left to ship at this point? I think
3 warrior
the
priests
only
maybe?
yeah, oh yeah, true. Warrior priests and 5 coyotes maybe, and
Yeah.
infinite 600 gold, I guess.
I think at this
But not
point
really.
sending 5 coyotes will be quite of a waste of a shipment. It just
Yeah,
doesn't
3
change
warrior
much.
priest probably better.
Yeah. I think at this point you want to get a nice wall dance as Aztec.
Do you know how much each warrior priest boosts a attack?
Not really.
Okay. So Kaiser did ship 8 skirms, also getting out 2 batches of skirms, so probably going to start poking this forward base. And maybe with the next shipment, 4 Huss or something, try to really engage.
Yeah.
He's gotta be careful because coyotes are really fast, and when they snare and the pumas also get up close and Mace is just firing, it can be quite hard to micro against. 5 dead Huss coming in from the back.
Yeah. It's a nice add to this Dutch composition.
Yeah.
I need to be
Still
careful though, he didn't snipe the pikes.
It's still looking kind of good for Lucas, I feel. He's got so many mace left, and also farming so much XP with this hero.
Yeah, it's true.
And as I said, like, Hunt's running out. He's starting to gather coin right here.
Careful though, because 5 house could just completely change this battle. Oh, he went for 5 writers instead.
Yeah, he really needs 4 Huss to pop right now, and maybe a batch of skirms, and then he could scare off this army. Meanwhile, Luke is probably going to start raiding over here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
4 house from Kaiser. He needs another batch for sure. Might lose 2 wheels or 3. 4 house on the maces.
Oof. I mean, still, this is just quite a big Aztec mass. I'm not sure if Dutch is going to be able to clean this. Oh, but
Another batch of house. Yeah, this should be just enough because coyotes are not that great.
Yeah. Yeah, this should probably be a cleanup, but we'll have to see if it's enough to actually clean up the forward base afterward.
Probably not, but if Dutch can clean up once, then their units are just so much better, so the remass is just more efficient.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and that is a cleanup, so looks very good for Kaiser in my opinion.
Also, he's probably going to be able to gather safely here.
Yeah.
A small wall from here to here would really help though, against coyote raids. And Lucas just almost stacking 2 shipments now just because
he's got nothing else to send, yeah.
The only thing he can ship is 600 coin, I think.
Tricky situation. Well, Touch still being ahead in eco and adding the last bank now, so
Yeah.
being able to gather, it looks very good for Kaiser. I don't want to call that GG just yet, but
Yeah,
looks
it's
like a
looking really good.
solid position.
He also has steel traps and placer mines right now,
Right.
which Dutch doesn't get as often as like let's say Germany, Brits, or France. But yeah, I don't think Lucas will be able to contest this at this point, and he's for sure going to lose his forward position. And I don't know what his plan is going to be from here on.
Well, he's got the coin to H, but he doesn't have the food.
Yeah,
And
he's
so
also
far on
going
the map, so
it's going to take so long to H for him. Yeah, this is just what I just feel like this match out usually plays out this way. Like Aztecs looking scary at the beginning, getting maybe some good trades, killing some vills and stuff, but Dutch aging at some point, and then Aztecs still maybe getting 1 or 2 good engagements, but once Dutch has like this has a decent mass of skirm Reuter out, it's just so hard for Aztec
really
to ever contest it.
So yeah, Lucas is floating almost 2k coin now, but he can't spend it.
Oh shit. Also Cav Combat coming in now.
Yeah.
This is such a power spike right now.
Oh, that's a lot of spikes.
I think that was a big button spike.
I think Lucas really needed this this pike pop on top of this army to work. It's gonna get harder now, for sure.
And even if it would have probably not been enough, just because all these units are beds, and at least the Cav is also carded.
It's just losing so many coyotes before they can even engage.
Yeah.
It's really nice micro from Kaiser. And yeah, this is going to be GG for sure.
It is.
GG, and now the score is actually 3-2 for Kaiser, so CMC is taking this series 3-2.
Indeed. It was a nice ending for our team.
Yeah, didn't start the way we thought it would, but
yeah. But
ending
Kaiser
up quite well.
Did prove he still got it.
Yeah. If we have a look on all resources gathered, even with Dodge being idled under TC, still outgathering has to quite hard by a few thousand resources.
Yeah, that's true.
If you have a look on this trade at 15 minutes, that's just Dodge with twice less units taking an insane trade.
But the thing is also, like resource gathered, Aztec was shipping units and Dutch was shipping crates.
True.
So the resource gathered is a bit deceiving.
Yeah. But I think this is gonna be it for us.